Russia's intense interest in Avdiivka, a town in eastern Ukraine, stems from its strategic, economic, and geopolitical significance. Positioned between the separatist stronghold of Donetsk and the Ukrainian-held Yasynuva, Avdiivka offers critical control over key transportation routes and supply lines, which are vital for military logistics and territorial dominance. Additionally, the town's industrial assets, including a major coke plant and power station, are essential for the regional economy and provide substantial leverage in the ongoing conflict. By securing Avdiivka, Russia aims to strengthen its strategic position, exert pressure on the Ukrainian government, and influence the broader dynamics of the conflict in eastern Ukraine, enhancing its leverage in negotiations and maintaining a foothold in the region. Number 4. Control over territory. The strategic location of Avdiivka between Donetsk, which is a bastion of the separatists supported by Russia, and Yasynuva, which is held by the Ukrainians, is essential for controlling critical transit routes and supply lines in the region. To begin, Avdiivka is situated along significant roadways and railways that link Donetsk to other regions controlled by separatists, as well as to Russia itself. Separatist forces are able to regulate and supervise the transfer of products, equipment, and personnel between these places, while they have control of Avdiivka. This allows them to ensure that supplies are flowing smoothly, which in turn helps to strengthen their military activities. Due to the fact that Avdiivka is located in close proximity to Yasynuva, rebels have the ability to dominate the town, which gives them the ability to potentially block off or hamper Ukrainian military and logistical reinforcements that are approaching the front lines. There are a number of industrial facilities that are essential to the economy of the region, including a sizable coke plant and a significant power station, which are located in Avdiivka. The facilities under question not only supply the separatist-held regions with materials and energy, but they also give economic leverage and resources that can be utilized to maintain the ongoing military effort. By seizing control of Avdiivka, separatist forces will be able to guarantee that these industrial assets would continue to function without interruption, so enhancing their economic resilience and capacity to withstand offensives launched by the Ukrainian government. Because of its advantageous location, Avdiivka serves as a pivotal point for the control of transportation networks, supply lines, and industrial infrastructure in the eastern region of Ukraine. If rebels supported by Russia are able to seize or keep control of it, it will considerably improve their capacity to project power, wield influence, and maintain their military and economic activity in the region. Number 3. Economic significance. Avdiivka is home to a number of important industrial facilities, the most notable of which are the massive coke plant and the major power station. These facilities are extremely important to the economy of the region and beyond. In order to manufacture metallurgical coke, which is a vital component in the production of steel, which is a significant sector of the Ukrainian economy, the coke factory is absolutely necessary. Furthermore, the power station is responsible for the generation of electricity not only for Avdiivka, but also for the places that are located in the surrounding vicinity, which contributes to the energy security and economic stability of the region. Due to the fact that these assets are essential for maintaining industrial operations, providing employment opportunities, and propelling economic growth, having control over them has enormous repercussions for the economy. In addition, the strategic significance of these facilities extends beyond their economic value, as they may also be utilized for geopolitical objectives. This provides the individual who controls them with a great amount of power over the economic and political dynamics of the region. Russia's interest in Avdiivka's industrial infrastructure is therefore driven not only by economic reasons, but also by its broader geopolitical ambitions in eastern Ukraine. This is because Russia has a significant interest in the region. Number 2. Geopolitical leverage. In the ongoing confrontation between Russia and Ukraine, having control of Avdiivka offers Russia a strategic advantage. It also acts as a tool to impose pressure on the Ukrainian government while simultaneously affecting the overall trajectory of the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Because of its strategic location between Donetsk and Yasynuva, Avdiivka provides control over important transportation routes and supply lines. This gives Russia the ability to regulate the flow of resources and reinforcements to separatist troops in the region. Furthermore, the town's industrial assets, which include the power station and the coke plant, provide leverage in discussions by offering economic incentives or threats, depending on the diplomatic goals that Russia is trying to achieve. By maintaining control over Avdiivka, Russia can define the parameters of any prospective peace deal. This enables Russia to safeguard its interests and retain control over both Ukraine and its Western allies throughout the negotiation process. As a result, Avdiivka functions as a significant bargaining chip for Russia, which enables the country to exert influence and make progress toward its geopolitical goals in eastern Ukraine. Number 1. Humanitarian concerns. Avdiivka, like many other towns in eastern Ukraine, has experienced significant suffering as a result of the conflict between Ukrainian forces and Russia-backed separatists. The conflict, which began in 2014, has led to frequent shelling and fighting in the region, causing immense damage to infrastructure and posing serious threats to the safety and well-being of civilians. One of the primary consequences of the conflict in Avdiivka has been the disruption of basic services, such as water and electricity. Infrastructure vital for providing these services, including water treatment plants and power stations, has been damaged or destroyed by the fighting. As a result, residents have had to endure prolonged periods without access to clean water or reliable electricity, exacerbating an already dire humanitarian situation. Russia's interest in Avdiivka could potentially be viewed through the lens of humanitarian considerations. By exerting influence over the town, Russia may seek to mitigate the suffering of the local population by restoring basic services and providing humanitarian aid. Additionally, Russia may argue that its involvement in the conflict is aimed at protecting the rights and interests of Russian-speaking populations in eastern Ukraine, further framing its actions as driven by humanitarian concerns. However, this narrative is highly contentious, given Russia's role in fueling the conflict in the first place. Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its support for separatist forces in eastern Ukraine have been widely condemned by the international community as violations of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Many view Russia's actions as part of a broader geopolitical agenda aimed at exerting influence in the region and undermining Ukraine's pro-Western orientation. Russia's involvement in the conflict has been characterized by numerous human rights abuses and violations of international humanitarian law, including indiscriminate shelling of civilian areas and the targeting of critical infrastructure. These actions have only served to exacerbate the suffering of the civilian population in towns like Avdiivka, casting doubt on the sincerity of Russia's purported humanitarian motivations. Conclusion. In conclusion, Russia's desire to control Avdiivka is driven by its strategic location, economic assets, and the leverage it provides in the conflict with Ukraine. The town's position between Donetsk and Yasyny offers critical control over transportation routes and supply lines essential for military operations. Additionally, Avdiivka's industrial facilities, including a key coke plant and power station, bolster the economic stability of the region and enhance its strategic value. By securing Avdiivka, Russia can exert significant pressure on the Ukrainian government, influence the conflict's trajectory, and maintain a strategic advantage in negotiations. This multifaceted importance makes Avdiivka a highly coveted objective for Russia in its broader geopolitical ambitions in eastern Ukraine. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon.